you you mentioned that um, some colleagues became envious of your sudden rise, and because they feared that you overshadowed the fame of other musicians. Um, some some even took your songs to the cemetery. I mean that I will handle that later. But let's deal with yeah, because I want to hear me pa. Yeah, and with the attempt to block your breakthrough,
Oh, okay. So
and
let me
and
not let you.
this
Uh,
affected. Please let me finish.
Okay.
Please, with due respect, thank you. And that had affected your stardom, making it challenging for your recent tracks to gain traction and causing your name to gradually fade among Ghanaian music lovers.
Okay.
Um, is that what you said?
Good. So that end part there, that has affected blah blah blah, is is the words of the person who wrote the article. It's not my words.
Okay.
Good. Yes. I didn't in the interview. I didn't say that has affected my rise and all those things. We had a conversation, and then I mean, as part of the conversation, I mentioned something. When I stepped into gospel music, I entered a community that was dominated by traditional gospel music.
Right.
I emerged with a new kind of music that was a little different. Okay. As I emerged, the first one I mentioned was attacks on churches. I had churches, even certain pastors were telling their members not to play my music. You know,
Hey.
there was yes, I went to this pastor who told his members not to listen to my music. I had a conversation with him. I said, I heard that because his sound man called me that we were playing your song. My pastor said that you should stop. So I went to the pastor that what was the situation. Then he narrated a conversation with me, blah blah blah, and then we tried. But you see, I came to a system that like people, oh, this person is not from God. He's come to spot this new music. The old music was nice. This person is this person is that. That's the first part of the thing. The second part of the thing is also a reality that I experience. It's not anybody's reality. It's my reality, my encounters, things I went through in my process of being here, you know. And it's not a situation that I can tell you that, oh, Kwame Amponsa did this or Kojo, do you understand? It's a situation that I confirm. It's my reality. It's my situation. And I know by my experience to this day, I mean, there are experiences that only you and the Dusty can attest on your road from when you started being radio host and presenter. Only you can see, only you know your battles, the lions and the bears that you've met on your journey here. My journey here is not a joke. Do you understand? What people sometimes forget is that for me, my ministry is a little peculiar. My ministry broke ground, it spearheaded a whole generation and things. The kind of attacks I will go through is different from an attack that somebody has gone through. The bullets that I will receive is totally, different, And so, so basically that's the conversation. But
Okay.
I'm not. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. But Kwesi, if you mentioned some of the things that did not the things you didn't say but were written in the article, with all of these attacks that came upon you, I mean, what did it affect? If it did not affect the decline, as you rightly said earlier, what did it affect?
That is you see, that is for me. That is not necessary conversation I want to have. Do you understand? But we are here. Do you understand? But otherwise, there are situations in this business of you understand of working for God or serving God or doing this work that we experience, we know. You understand? And so for a lot of times, it's not everything that makes sense to people. This conversation, it's not even a conversation that I will go for an interview to promote my new song. Then it come up. But usually this is how it happens. You understand? So basically that's it. I won't explain how it works or what it does. But anybody who is at home who says that, oh, you should shut up there. What you're saying is not how is the game. Everything is okay, beautiful. We are good. We're here. I'm focused on doing my work, and I'm still progressing, and I'm doing well, basically.
Okay,
But it's not to denigrate. It's not to denigrate anyone. It's not to shame the community of gospel music. I'm friends with great ministers. I am saying that me, as I came, do you understand? And as I entered this place, I came as a spearhead, a groundbreaker, and things. My background is not the same as anybody else. So people who don't understand it and are confused and are they can't understand it. It's my testimony, it's my conversation. So we live it like that. I'm promoting a new song. That's my focus, and that's what I'm trying to do.
That's good. We'll discuss that too, and please, you have to send them to me so I can
Yes.
also contribute.
Okay, all right.
Now, you mentioned that your album had been taken to the cemetery. How did you know that?
People ask me those questions. Yes, between yesterday and today, people ask me those questions. But
Well, I've not heard what people are asking you.
you see, people who live their life depending on their physical eyes, you see, is that's their level. Me, I live on dreams. I also live on the voice of God, and also my eyes are open in the spirit when I pray. I know things. I see things. There are things called supernatural knowledge, but usually this aspect of knowledge is not sensible to a person who believes things they see and things that are there. Somebody tells them. You understand? Mine is extra. I have extra. There's other there. That is why I pray. As I'm speaking to you right now, I was in a prayer meeting that I had to move out to have a conversation with you. I put myself in conditions where not only my physical eyes or my physical ears are the ones who pray to. So I don't just depend on those. That is why I will not make sense to people who depend on physical eyes and physical ears.
Oh no, I'm not challenging. No,
Yes,
Cwesi, please hold.
Andy.
Yeah.
You know me and you. I know that you are not challenging me. You're
Yes,
asking questions that
I
is
just,
necessary.
right.
You're asking questions necessary for the thing. But my response to that is that it will be difficult to make sense to anyone because my
I don't think it's going to be difficult making sense to me. Do you know why?
okay.
Because we all have opinions. Again, we are blessed with a lot of things. God has blessed us with too many things. Just as you mentioned, that's your calling or that's your blessing. You
Yes,
see
sir.
extra things that a lot of people may not see. And I'm very sure that you may have certain revelations that a lot of people even had doubts, but it came to pass, right? Um, in this case, I'm only asking how you got to know that someone may have done such a thing. Now, I have a follow up question, but that's going to come after you had answered that. Thank you.
Cool. After I've answered what?
The question I asked, please, about
Oh, no, I've answered you.
about the cemetery.
No, I've answered you. I said that. Okay, so let me give you a scenario. Okay, when Jesus was born, Joseph was there. Joseph had a dream, and the angel told him that take Jesus and go to Egypt because Pharaoh wants to kill him. And Joseph moved out of the place. Okay, and he went there. All right. That is knowledge that nobody will come and knock your door, come and tell you that this and this and this. Okay, I'm not. I'm saying that there are realms of knowledge. Dreams give knowledge. There's something called the spirit of knowledge. There's something also called the spirit of wisdom. All right. I know things not only by the things my physical eyes have seen or physical ears have seen. Okay. I operate. I believe in dreams. I need to. I see things. You understand? But these are levels that are not in, people. If people disregard, cool. But come and say that somebody came to tell me that this person has gone to do this. This person has gone to. That's not the kind of conversation I'm having.
Okay.
I'm having real conversations on the ground. I wish that after I have spoken, call some musicians in the gospel music fraternity and ask them their experience.
Now that begs the question. That begs my follow-up question about the belief that some gospel musicians practice this to the extent of going to the cemetery and other unhudious places,
Okay,
all these
so this
mysterious
is what
places
happens.
to.
This is what happens. Most musicians, okay, belong to diverse pastors. Okay, in in their quest for rise and fame and popularity, there are things that they do, aquanchere and all those type of things. And there are certain people that, they pray certain prayers that like wherever I go, they should be the shining light. They want to be the brightest, whatever, and all those things. Certain of these type of people and prophets that have entered the system do certain things with certain people that belong to them and things, including whoever they feel is competition and things. These are things that go on inside this whole business. You see, and the people they know. So we are. I am cool. Do you understand? I'm still here. Do you understand? Things I've been through from 2015, 13, 14 till this day. You get it? I'm sure that certain people may be surprised that I survived till this time.
Okay, Kwesi, please let's bring it down a bit. Um, I was about asking the question, but you've answered it, so I don't have to go there. Now let's look at branding. Let's look at marketing of your stuff.
Great.
Right? When
Great.
you came in, it was like a movie. I remember the Captain Band, the suits, the Jesus cross, the shades, the swag, the billboards, the marketing. I mean, there was a plan, right? I strongly believe there was a rollout plan for your brand, right?
Yeah.
Good. Do you still have or wield that power? Again, the reason I'm asking whether you still wield that is because you were signed to a record label. I think when you came, you were working with
I'm so
BB&Z.
happy. I'm so happy that you're asking this question.
Sorry?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you're asking this branding question.
That's
Okay,
right.
because I'm answering you. Don't worry.
Right.
So a lot of people have, there was a time that a friend of mine, Cwesi Ernest,
Right.
I think he was having an issue with his artist. Then he wants to say that this is what some of the people do. They are ungrateful. When you help them, then they will leave you, And he used me as an example. Look at Cwesi Oteng, Then I released a full press statement that when God Bless Me became a hit, I did not have a management.
Really?
Yes, please. BBS signed me. After the second song I released after God Bless Me, which was Love Me So. Then Blake called me from BBS. He called me that, he wanted to. When God Bless Me became a hit because Tommy Fortune went to Nane Esihine. Then he saw the video there. Then he says that this song, I'm going to make it my sign out to you. So whenever he finishes, then he plays it at YFM. Bolare picked it at Joy FM. Chairman General picked it at Peace FM. It became a mega hit. I didn't have any producer. I was moving today. How I move is how I was moving. God bless me. Without help, without support from anybody. There was no budget for me. I work, I get money, I shoot my video, I come and beg you, everybody else play my music for me. I didn't have any system.
Okay, see me, you don't beg me, you don't beg me.
No problem. So let me tell you, so I've never said this thing anywhere, okay? But after I signed BB&Z, almost a whole year I was not recording.
Wow.
Sometimes I record once. And sometimes 2 years, we've released 2 songs. I declined from BB&Z plays there. Nobody should ever say that. now BBNZ did this or BBNZ did that, and there was branding and all those type of things. I was helped by God, and that same help is what I depend on today.
Does that mean BBNZ didn't do anything for you?
Let us not go there. Let us not go there. You asked a question. I've answered you.
Does that mean I can ask? No, that's what I'm asking. I mean,
no. Not that. Oh, relax. You asked a question. I answered you. Do you understand? Which because the thing is, okay, you were wearing captain band and all those type of things. You know, BBNZ did a billboard for me at
Spintex. I saw one around Spintex Road,
which I'm grateful. We recorded Count of Blessings with BBNZ. We recorded I Win with BBNZ. And yes, I can have 3 songs we did with BBNZ. You understand? Okay, so how does somebody, and if there's anybody in BBNZ, you can, when I signed with BBNZ, our contract is 64, our 60%, BBNZ was 40%. Why? Because BBNZ says that, because you are a made artist, and so it's not like we discovered you and we are trying to make you blah, blah, blah. You get the thing. So that whole conversation, and there was
right.
And all those type of things.
Okay, but Cwesi, before I let you go, you mentioned that the likes of Sammy Folsom, Bulare, Kwame Sefakai, and other presenters picked up this song and they made it theirs, right? It was their personal projects. Nanesine, and I mean, a lot of great minds came together to support the project. Have you also assessed or checked with the music you do now? If you compare that to God Bless Me, do you think, please let me finish.
Yes, sir. Yes,
do you think that the projects or the works you're doing now can be compared to those songs that caught the minds and hearts of these presenters? If yes, what is happening?
Okay, so I've done projects. I don't know if you've heard anthems. If you've heard, I am next in line for a breakthrough.
Yeah, next in line.
Yes, I've done songs. You see. And to me, I always am trying to do better or I'll do myself. You understand? As I did the anthems recording, I consider anthems as better than all those things. In gospel music, you understand? And gospel music, it's not every song that you do that the same people who played your song before are going to.
Hello, Cwesi.
Yes.
Cwesi, sorry, I'm losing you. If you can.
Yes, please. I hear you.
Thank you. Right. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I've released songs that even the Christian community will tell you that, I mean, the guy has improved. He improved from all the songs that he did, I Win, and all those type of things. And we're still working, you see. And, one thing that my people must know is that the fact that God has blessed me with, it's not that I'm coming to sit here trying to do songs like God has blessed me. I have to do the things that God is putting in my heart to do. Do you understand? And in my estimation, I've obeyed God, and that's what is important to me. As I've spoken to you right now, let anybody go pick the Anthems album and say that whether God has blessed me was this or was that, whether he was wearing Captain Band inside here and all this type of thing. It's the hand of the Lord that does things. And also, I mean, time and chance, happiness to them all. You understand? I mean, I'm not saying that today people have released music. It's okay. You understand? Whether people, will listen to it or not, that's not, I mean, why I live. I've released, I'm working. I'm talking to you right now as part of the promotional movement that I've been moving that has brought conversations that we're talking. I'm promoting, and I can only do what I can do, but otherwise, I'm not trying to live in a shadow of yesterday, try to catch up with something that's that's me. The same energy and the same vibe with which I've done every song is the same vibe that I'm on.
Okay, Cwesi, thank you very much. I'm grateful. I just had the opportunity to soak your new song, Favor.
Yes,
This is Hits. This is Hits.